Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Arun Singh Thakur from University Institute of Hotel and Tourism Management, Punjab University, Chandigarh. Today, we are going to discuss about the module Diversification of Travel Agency and Tour Operation Business from the paper Travel Agency and Tour Operations, Itinerary Preparation and Tour Package Design. After completing this module, you will be able to understand about the travel agency and tour operation business, learn the functions of travel agency and tour operations, understand the procedure for itinerary preparation, learn the procedure to design of tour packages. So, students, let us start with the main content of the module. Travel agencies and tour operators play an intermediary role linking procedures of travel services. For example, air passenger transport, accommodation, etc. to consumers. Generally, travel agency and tour arrangement services can be regarded as a type of distributive services where the underlying procedures and the products sold are the travel services. Every year, millions of people turn to your operations to provide them with the holidays to all corners of the world. Travel agency and tour operators are at the forefront of the travel and the tourism sector, constantly seeking out new destinations and the holiday experiences to satisfy the ever-demanding and ever-changing needs of today's holiday makers. Whatever their size, tour operators must work through the same process when planning, developing, selling and operating their holiday programs. Before we proceed further, let us understand about the travel agency. Travel agencies sell inclusive tours, holiday transportation tickets and other related products such as accommodations, car rentals, attraction tickets and insurance to the public. A travel agency is a business that operates as the intermediary between the travel industry, that is the supplier, and the traveler, who is a purchaser. Part of the role of the travel agency is to market pre-packaged travel tours and holidays to potential travelers. Then about the travel agent. A travel agent is the direct point of contact for a traveler who is researching and intending to purchase packages and experiences through an agency. Travel agents can specialize in certain types of travel, including specific destinations, outdoor adventures and backpacking, rail, cruise, cycling or culinary tours, to name a few. These specializations can help travelers when they require advice about their trips. Some travel agents operate at a fixed address and other offer services both online and at a bricks and a mortar location. Travelers are then able to have face-to-face conversation with their agents and also reach them by phone or by email. Travel agents usually have a specialized diploma or a certificate in travel agent or the travel services. Then, what are the wholesalers and the retailers? Travel business is operated through wholesalers and retailers. It would be strange to hear the concept of wholesaling and retailing the travel products for the benefits of the customers and products in the tourism business. The primary service providers like the hotels, resorts, ferry, cruise line, train, airlines, coach, car rental, even companies, etc. rely largely on the wholesalers and the retailers to sell their products. Hotel appoints a wholesaler to sell the rooms directly through the retail travel agents. Now, let us understand the travel agency as a retailer. Travel agency is a firm qualified to sell services pertaining to the tours, cruises, transportation, hotel accommodation, meals, transfer, sightseeing and the other elements to the general public. Travel agency plans, organizes, directs, controls, coordinates and sets all resources together in such a manner that it can achieve objectives. When the functional areas of management are linked with the organizational objectives, travel agency makes profits after satisfying customers. For example, Thomas Cook or Cox and Kings have become leaders in travel agency business worldwide for their continuous efforts in ensuring quality for customer satisfaction and delight. Then, tour operator. The tour operator links between the customers, that is the tourist, and the primary service providers. This acts as a major destination promoter, and this is also called as a wholesaler. It is a professional agent with the capacity of buying services in bulk and distributing through the channel in methodological and organized manner. It is an organization and firm or company with the experience and capacity to buy individual travel components separately from different suppliers and assembles them into attractive packages by adding markup. It is sold in different price tag to the customers directly through the middleman. Tour operator is a professionally managed company with expertise and experience in planning and operation of prepaid and pre-planned packages for vacationers or the business travelers. They sign long-term contracts with the air carriers, hotels, cruise liners and other suppliers for provision of the bulk travel services. Now, students, let us discuss about the types of the tour operators. The first is the inbound tour operator. They handle inbound foreign tourists in the host countries. They provide them various services on their arrival and departure, such as the transfer, accommodation, transportation, sightseeing, entertainment, currency exchange, insurance services, etc. They are known as the inbound operators or incoming tour operators, as they specifically operate for handling incoming foreign tourist or the guest. The other one is the outbound tour operators. They sell package tours highlighting the destinations in foreign countries. These operators are specialized in designing and promoting multinational tours. Like inbound tour operator, outbound tour operators sell a package tour to an individual or a group of people of a country to another country or a number of countries for a temporary period. The third category is the domestic tour operator. Domestic tour operator is one which conducts tour within the country. Domestic tour operators operate within the boundary of home country and cater the diverse need of individuals and group travelers like inbound and the outbound operators. They promote tour packages both through their own outlets and other retail travel agents. Thereafter, ground handlers or the operators. Ground operator is otherwise known as reception operator or destination management operator or the handling agencies. These operators are generally expected to provide arrangements and the ground logistics at a particular destination. Thus, a ground operator provides the services required by large tour companies and they do not have a local branch office. They do not deal with the principal suppliers such as the hoteliers, the transport operators, the car rentals, entertainment organizations, and so on and so forth. It is also important to understand the need for a travel agency or a tour operator. The travel agents help tourists who visit any destination is in making best use of time and money at its disposal. It is a source of advertisement media for a country. When the tourist will go back to their native lands happily and satisfied, the country will receive more tourists. In result, the economic and the social condition of the country will improve by earning more foreign currency from the tourist. Travel agency or the tour operators provide other services to the clients according to the traveling needs within the country or outside the country. They help in the booking of the air seat, reservation, booking of hotel room, purchasing of the railway ticket, arrangements of the ground transportation, provide services related to passport, visa, foreign exchange, insurance services, etc. They provide package tours of different types like special interest tours, incentive tours, educational tours, conferences, resort holidays, motor coach tours, cruises, night tours and excursions, etc. They sell the tourism products of the country. Travel agency attracts the tourist by advertising the tourist attraction of the country. Travel agency plays a very significant role in the national integration and international understanding. It provides employment opportunities to the people. Travel agency exploits the design of the people, culture and way of life to visit the various attractions present in the country. Next, we shall be discussing about the functions of travel agency and tour operators. The first and the foremost is providing the travel information. This is one of the prime function of the travel agency. The informations are provided relating to the destination, climate, mode of travel, prices, timetable, visa, currency and the health to those people who wish to travel inside the country or outside the country. This is a very specialized job and the person behind the counter should be specialist having excellent knowledge of the various travel alternate plans. Then preparation of the itineraries. A travel agent advises people on the type of the itinerary which they should select for their holiday or business travel. He also advises them where they should go for a holiday. Tourist itinerary is a composition of a series of operations that are the result of the study of a market. Itinerary is a total tour program of a person. All the details should be given in an itinerary like transfers, timings and destination. Ticketing. The travel agency sells tickets to his clients on all modes of travel. He does not charge anything from the clients for this service but gets his commission from the air carrier, road, steamship companies and the hotels. He should have thorough knowledge of the schemes of the various modes of transports like air carriers, railways, steamships, companies, etc. Then insurance. It is yet another activity of the travel agency for the personal accident risk and of baggage lost. The services of the travel agent in the modern times has expanded a great disablement, loss or the damage of the baggage. Airlines automatically includes insurance policies for the passengers and is packaged up to an extent specified by the carrier, terms and conditions of the carriage, but no such insurance is offered by other principals like hotels. Then packaging and sellings of the tour. The travel agency sells the ready-made packages on behalf of the wholesale tour operator. The travel agency is free to design its own tours and market them to its clients directly. The travel agent can become the wholesaler of the tours if he has resources. A package tour is designed to fit a particular group of travelers. It is a travel plan which includes the most elements of the vacations such as transportation, accommodation and sightseeing. It is a pre-arranged tour designed to fit the requirements of a wide variety of travelers. Then availability of the foreign exchange. The travel agency earns the foreign exchange through the foreign tourist. Some of the large travel agencies deals in the provisions of the foreign exchange to the tourist. This is an important facility to the intending travelers as it saves avoiding to the visit regular banking channels. Then next is the advertising and the publicity. Travel agency use the best advertising techniques to create favorable image in the minds of the travelers. Most of the travel agencies have their own advertising agencies which specializes in planning, creating and placing of advertisement. They have artists, writers, photographs and experts in printing and publicity. Next, we shall be discussing about itinerary preparation and procedure. Itinerary is a systematic method of arranging places of interest. It enhances value and appeal of package tour and provides maximum satisfaction to the customers. The sellability and marketability of any package tour is determined by tour itinerary. Customers always check nature and the type of the tour itinerary that provides ample information about the operations of tour. Places of the tourist importance are logically arranged while taking the interest, convenience, cost, availability of the services, climate, terrain, sunrise, etc. into considerations. Tour operator has the sole responsibility of designing tour itinerary and it involves several stages of finalizing itinerary. It requires several rounds of the survey of the tourist destinations, priority of the visits and connectivity. An itinerary is a schedule or an arrangement of the programs or the events. It is prepared for designing package tour. The origin, destination and en route halting points and the duration of the halts along with the elements of the services like hotel rooms, transports, activities and miscellaneous services are clearly described in the tour itinerary. Now about the types of the itinerary. A tour itinerary is usually divided into the types taking the duties and the responsibility of the tour managers, vendors, coach drivers and escorts, interpreters and the guides into consideration so that there are itinerary for the tourist, tour manager, escort or guide, vendor and the coach driver. Itinerary may also be classified as GIT, FIT, tailor-made and special interest itinerary as per the convenience of the tourist and tour operators. The first type is the itinerary for the tourist. Itinerary is designed to give elaborate description to help the customers or the members of GIT select package tour. It is used as the reference for conducting package tour. A tourist itinerary is basically a reference for the tourist to follow during the journey, comprising place of the transit, sojourn, arrival and the departure time, meal plans, check-in and check-out time, mode of the transport, activities, etc. Then itinerary for the tour manager. The role of the tour manager is crucial to any package tour as he has to perform different duties from planning to actual operations of the tour. Professional expertise, knowledge of the different travel issues, crisis management and personal experiences helps in organizing a tour. Tour manager's itinerary includes the complete details of the tour from first day to the last day. Itinerary for the tourist guide. Itinerary is designed for the escort or the interpreter or guide and it provides common information along with specific information to them. A ground operator or the handling agency prepares itinerary containing the information about the name and the nationality of the guest, mode of arrivals, name of the hotel, programs, activities, time management, etc. Then itinerary for accommodation and the transport operator. Itinerary is also prepared for the hotels, transporters and other vendors for smooth conduct of the tours. Hotels or the transporters shall have to provide services as per the guest itinerary. Hotel or the transport is a vendor that works for the tour operators. Now, various steps for planning tour itinerary. The first one is reviewing and analyzing the tour. Systematic planning is required for developing an itinerary for package tour. A comprehensive analysis of the tour itinerary is of other tour operator is done to find the strength and weakness of the tour programs. It is always better to have a unique program that must be elaborate, value for money and satisfying. Then working out duration, frequency and the departure point. Each tour itinerary is worked out with much emphasis on duration and the frequency of the tour along with stopover points. List the major locations in the logical order and highlight them with significance. Itinerary must include the key locations, cities, transit points. It must give a brief description about the historical, cultural, natural significance of the places of importance. It is the work of the tour operator to keep the places of interest in logical order while taking connectivity, geographical disadvantage, priority, mandatory stopover point, time, comfort, etc. into considerations. Content and the description of itinerary. Contents about flora, fauna, history, culture and the people of tour itinerary must be collected and developed uniquely. Then usage of the proper wording and the images of the places must be given due importance as potential buyers of the tour package get motivated from the images. Then arrangements of the miscellaneous activities. Any activities offered by third-party suppliers or the entrance fees determine the quality of the tour itinerary. In the worksheet of the tour program, number of activities, enter fees, toll taxis, restricted area permits, parking charges, etc. must be listed out at the time of the preparing itinerary. Minute-wise day program. It is crucially important to map out the tour itinerary with precision to ensure that guests can arrive on time for activity in order to optimize the time allotted to each site in the sightseeing. A full day sightseeing or excursion must distribute time across the places in tour programs in such a manner that guests must not feel bored or deficient in enjoying a particular site. Then title of the tour. In this stage, an attractive or appealing title is given to the package tour. Title must represent the character of the tour. For example, Adventure Tour is a title of tour and it is promoted for the US nationals interested to visit adventure-based destinations in Kullu and Manali. Next, we shall be discussing about the tour package designing. Tour package consists of various elements or services that are included and excluded depending on the segments of markets. Travel agents and tour operators do make in-depth market study on the factors such as great risk, high break-evens, high quality product and competitive prices. Formulation of a tour package involves managerial approach and the process involves the proper planning, itinerary preparation, designing, costing and marketing. Research and development of the firms invest time, money, experience and knowledge in the formulation of the package tours. There is intense research involved, demand for the product, consumer profile, competitor in the market, studying the product components like sightseeing, transport, baggage allowance, ground service, etc. Sales status, channel of the distribution, promotional measures. A well-planned itinerary holds the key for the success of a package tour. It needs to incorporate exciting places of interest and enough scope for events and activities. Identify and decide on the mode of the travel, hotels, destinations, dates, capacity and others. Agreements with the various service providers well in advance is very important. Contracts for timely delivery of the services by the hotels, transportation, entry permits, ground handlers, etc. has to be signed. Then about the escorted tours. It is the tour which normally includes international transportation, meals, sightseeing, accommodation, guide service and even tipping. The tour director maintains the overall schedule of the tour, attends to all problems that might arise en route and generally ensures that the tour goes off satisfactorily. Group inclusive tour. This is the most common form of the tour which people travel in groups of the 15 or more. For this tour group, the escort normally travels free. The airlines provide him a free ticket and a free hotel room from the host hotel. These type of tour are available for any destination. Foreign inclusive tour. These are the unescorted package tours. The traveler does not tour with the tour director or a group but arrange his own program according to his preference. These tours are more flexible in nature. The organization of the price requires creativity on the part of the travel agent coupled with innovation and good management. Excursion tours are next. Travel agencies operates with their own sightseeing tours and excursions. Some facilities are provided to the traveler for visiting historical places, monuments, beach resorts and the ski resorts. Some travel agencies have their own luxury coaches and cars, and so they offer regular sightseeing tours and excursions at fixed prices on seat in coach and seat in car basis. Costing of the package is next. The systematic costing of the package should be done, which includes the cost to incur towards all elements of a package tour are summed up, and then package is given a markup price before a price tag is decided upon. Promotion material is another important aspect in the formulation process. Both print and the electronic media are widely used, but brochures are integral part of which plays a major role. Hence, designing and printing attractive brochures and other material is ready to use for marketing of the product in line with demand requirement of the market. Right kind of the marketing strategy are framed, and then the product is marketed through the above listed means of the promotion material. Finally, it includes the copy of the client's itinerary, tour vouchers, travel and other entry tickets, luggage labels and the other useful information for the clients. In the end, let us summarize about the module. The travel agency and the tour operators is a link between the customer, that is the traveler or the tourist, and the principal supplier, that is the primary service provider such as the tour wholesaler, hotels, airlines, etc. They help travelers sort through vast amount of information to help them to make best possible travel arrangements. They offer advice on destinations and make arrangements for the transportation, hotel accommodation, car rentals and the tours for their clients. They design tour itineraries, develop tour packages and provide services depending on the nature and the types of the package tours. Thank you.